Debbie. How are you?
Awesome. Thank you. What are we going to have today?
Well, I would like to have a conversation with you about my caregiver. I feel that I found the right caregiver. I had somebody that the agency sent over on Friday, and there were some things that I didn't feel were right about the fit, so I didn't want her to be my regular caregiver. But someone came yesterday, and it seems like they were just perfect. Nobody's perfect, but they did everything that I would need, and I just felt so comfortable with them and at peace. And some of part of my care is personal care, and they had worked at a hair salon, so they were really good at shampooing and taking care of the hair and the personal care end of it. And so they cleaned. They were excellent at cleaning. When I asked them to keep the place well dusted because of my COPD, she took every little knick-knack and dusted every little knick-knack individually, and just something that I haven't seen with the caregivers before. And she just went that extra mile. She went shopping for me, and she cleaned the house, and she talked to me, and she didn't sit down not one time. Not one time. And she was here for 4 hours, and she didn't sit down at all for 4 hours in my house. And we communicated well, and she told me that she liked me, that she thought that I was really, really nice, and that she was going to go back to the agency and tell them to ask them if she could be my regular caregiver. And I also called the agency and gave them my input on it, that I was very, very impressed and very satisfied and happy, and that I hoped that she could be my caregiver. So they put her on the schedule for Monday, and I'm hoping that it's going to work out, that she'd be my regular caregiver. But I just want to make sure that I'm thinking right, that that I'm on the right path.
When are you on the right path?
I don't know.
Never. Yeah. Even when you eat a banana, your brain is telling you, why don't you eat an apple?
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that, so pay attention. So
I learned so much.
What?
I was going to say I learned so much from you.
The thing is that the brain is not a place where you will get certainty. Okay? And there are a few things that if you put it in, it will be consistent. She will be winning consistent. Your job is that she will win. That's it. That's your job. Now, winning what? What is the game? The game is not to satisfy your brain and be nice. Nice is some satisfaction that your brain is getting. Okay? You probably don't mean that she didn't break any vase, that she didn't throw one of the plates on the floor. That's not what you meant. You meant something that is not clear to human beings. It's called nice. She said nice things. What nice things did she say? She said good morning. Okay. Now, the things that you need to look for are the list that you sign at the end. This is it. Nothing else is important. She did what she was said that she would do, the way you expect and the way that you agreed with her, then she's winning. You don't have to think it right. You don't have to think it wrong. Don't attend to your brain. It's not a place where reality exists. The reality of the service exists only in one place. Where is it?
Not in the brain.
In the list.
In the list. Yes,
that's it, in the list. That's it. Nowhere else. Now, what didn't work with the lady that came on the previous one? That you say that didn't work?
Well, first of all, she right away took some personal phone calls. and raised her voice on the personal phone calls. So that was, strike number one. Then, she sat down on the recliner and, for extended length of time, and so I was just like watching to see what she was gonna do, because I gave her some direction and told her what needed to be done, and, she just said that it could be done another time, and was not, and then she told me, then, she got up an hour before she was supposed to leave and just said, I'm leaving now.
Okay, great. Next time somebody's telling you, somebody's sitting on the recliner or having conversations, you call them nicely and you say, I request that we will complete the assignment. We're done for today. That's it.
Okay. And then the lady...
You don't need any stranger in your home doing what they're doing. It's not required. So I am telling you now, I'm sitting on the recliner and I'm having a phone conversation. And what are you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you, your assignment is done, and you can go home now.
Yeah, that's it. And now it won't feel good in your body. Okay, it will feel bad. And you will hear that your mother or some teacher or a friend will tell you that you're not nice, and you will say thank you to this boy.
Yes.
Okay, the last thing you want to have is having somebody, stranger in the house, that is calling the shots. This is your home, your house. Whose house is it?
It's my house.
Yeah, the issue is that you're not acting like distinction owner sometimes.
Yes.
Okay, so you're the owner of the house. Your job is that they will win. If they're that off, done. Now, are you clear about that?
Yes.
Are you taking that on?
Yes.
Nobody's playing in your house according to what is working for them. That's over. That game is over. Is it over?
Yes, it's over.
Okay, now about this lady. There are few types of soccer players. Okay, soccer game is 90 minutes. And there are players that score in the first 5 minutes and then do nothing during the rest of the time. And there are those that are waiting the whole game to score at the end. They will be remembered. And the third one is always in action. Of course, there are those that never in action. Okay, your job is to work with the ones that are scoring throughout the game, that are running, that are passing, that are dribbling, that do whatever they need to do according to the agreement throughout the time. Okay, what you need to look for is consistency in performance. Consistency doesn't exist, of course. What you look for is the list. Is she performing the list the way the list is designed? That's it. And if not, if you have a woman that is worth investing in, you tell her, I see a drop in the performance. I see that in this area, you didn't perform as usual. What happened? And then she will tell you. Maybe there will be excuse or maybe not. The most important thing, you are not putting your eyes on how nice she is, how dressed she is, what the cologne she's wearing, or I don't know what. If she told you that you have very nice hair. This is very important, and it's not the agreement. Did you get that?
Yes.
If you see a performance, a drop in performance, whatever that means to you, then you ask her, what happened? Tell me.
Yes.
Rather than complain, and then she will have a drop in performance in the second month. Okay?
Yes.
That's it. And my invitation to you and to the listeners, it's not really important what is your opinion about something. Your opinion doesn't exist in reality. It just happens maybe due to smell or some noise or some, she has a nice voice or whatever it is that it calls you. That's not reality. That can be nice today and tomorrow not nice. How do you know? People get married and all the things that are really great, let's say with a woman, when you meet her, are lost after a while. Okay? I confess it's not using this technology. I love my wife more every day.
Yeah.
But that's what we have in the general public. Okay, so what are you getting out of this conversation?
That reality, more about reality. The reality exists in the list and exists in, it's not a matter of if she's nice or if she's just nice, but what I'm basing my decision on about yesterday, what I come up with was every area that I had her indulge in, like the shopping she did well, and she did it in record time, and she came back, and as soon as she came into the house, she handed me the receipt and the food stamp card, and she explained to me everything and showed me exactly where she was putting everything, and so she did great on that. And then when it came to cleaning, she did great on the cleaning, and she's even allergic to cats, but she wore a mask. She found a way to get around that. She said, "I'll just wear a mask," and she cleaned out the cat box and took care of the cat, even though she's allergic to cats, because she wore a mask. And also, this is good for me so I don't get any germs from her, from my COPD. And she was so polite, and we had nice conversations, and we just got along really good, really well. And like I said, I was very impressed that she didn't sit down. She always was finding something else to do. And she kept asking me, "Is there anything I could get you? Is there anything you need? Is there any, what would you like me to do next?" And then she told me that she really liked me a lot, and she was going to ask if she could be my regular, and that if she could come back Monday, she would love to, be my caregiver. And I told her, and then she told me, she said, "Now is your time to shop around and find just the right person for you." That's what she told me. She said this with this agency and with me. She said, "Now's your time to shop around and find just the right person for you." So, I'd love it if you let me be your caregiver. I like you. I like your house. I like everything. And so she called the agency right away and told them. And then I also called them and told them that I really liked her and that I would desire to have her as my caregiver. I felt so much at peace when she was here, and I didn't feel like she was in any way infringing upon any. She didn't try to eat. And, as a matter of fact, I offered her a bottle of water. I offered her a bottle of water. Maybe that's what I shouldn't have did that, but I felt like I should offer her a bottle of water. It just seemed like the thing I wanted to do. Is that a bad thing?
No. Your job is to be kind and to allow her to use whatever is needed for her to win. And water, absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Water, coffee, tea, whatever it is. I make a shake for our cleaning aides. Okay, so here's the thing. Pay attention to the list. And what you're talking about is soft. The list is hard. The soft things are very important. She's asking you what you want, and she's asking you what to do next, and she's coming with a whole list from the from the grocery shopping, and she gives you the list, and she showed you the list, and all this very important things. Okay? And pay attention to the list. Okay?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. And stand with the agency. What do you mean stand, Zevi? I'm not so comfortable standing. No, you stand when you are telling them this is the woman. You stand with telling her what didn't work, like a partner. This is your stand for her. That's it. Okay?
Yeah, she was good in every area. I was like not shocked, but I was like very, very so impressed.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
And so grateful. So
Right.
grateful. She left me touched, moved, and inspired with new belief that there are good caregivers out there. She said that they go through special training. You know, to me, for her to, you know, she knew I had a cat and I loved my cat and all that, but rather than turn down the job when she wanted to work for me, she decided to wear a face mask. And I think that showed me that she was really, I don't know, that meant a lot to me.
I got it. Okay. Okay. Great. And take also ownership on the difference that you're making with her. The way that you listen to her, the way that you answer, the way that you accept her, the way she is and the way she's not. And I acknowledge you for that. For being in the conversation with the case manager and the agencies in a way that produced this result. This is your result. Only.
Yes.
Okay.
Another really good thing about this agency, they have them call in. They have to call in to check in when they come in and when they leave. Mm-hmm. They have to call the agency to clock in and out.
I got it. Okay.
On their telephone.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, that's a really good way to, anyway, I'm so relieved. I'm so relieved because I'm so grateful. I just wish that I would have took the leap, you know, early on. I'm so glad that you encouraged me. You know, you didn't push me too hard. You just encouraged me. And then I got to the point where it was finally done. But I could have spared myself a lot of grief if I had somebody good early on.
Okay, so first you didn't have any grief. You had what you had. You didn't have what you didn't have, and regrets are just brain farts.
Yeah.
Okay, put some air freshener in the room. That's it. When you're regretting, we're moving forward.
Yeah. So, okay, now the next question is, how do I keep it good? Okay, yesterday was the first day with her, and it was excellent, and she's supposed to come back Monday. How do I keep things going good?
Okay, awesome. That's a question. How do I? Let's look at do you eat bananas from time to time?
Yes, I love bananas. I eat them every day.
You eat them every day. So how do you eat? You hold them in your hand and you put it in your mouth, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the way that your hand is moving is your eye and your brain is making corrections throughout the motion of the banana, so it will hit the mouth. Okay, this mechanism doesn't work very well when somebody is drunk, so that they tell them to touch their nose with their finger, with a pointing finger, and they don't know how to do that. This mechanism doesn't work well there. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the parable. In the parable, we see that what the brain is doing is giving corrections to the hand to hit the mouth with the banana. And we take it for granted. Now, your training now is to be trained rather than complain about something, After the fact, if you notice something, say something. If you don't know what to say, okay, say it the next time. But your job is to give corrections and train her in excellence. See, the way she acted is just the way she knows to act. And then the dog will be sick. Somebody told her, today's Monday, and it was really Sunday. The bank called and said that this check bounced. And then she comes and does what she does. And your job is to be compassionate, to see the leader in her, to create her as somebody that is out to make a difference here, and to give her correction with kindness. And if she doesn't feel well and she's requesting to sit on the recliner for 15 minutes, you allow that. And your brain will tell you, wow, this is a mistake. And you will allow for that. And your brain will tell you, but from now on, I will not allow that. The next time, don't tell me, and you will not say anything. That's only brain farts.
Yes.
And you will be with her for 4 hours, the way she is and the way she's not, according to the agreement that you agreed. That's it. And you look at that as though you are giving the service and how you want to be handled and dealt with when you're giving this service. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you hear?
That, in other words, address things as they come up and handle it the way I would want to be talked to.
Yes. Yes, with kindness and compassion. What happened with Wayne, the previous caregiver, happened in the first time, and then you didn't handle it, and then second time it happened, and then third time something even more happened. He breached on a few more parts of the agreement, and it was okay. And now you're done with this game. From now on, what you do is give them correction kindly, allow them to sometimes to do things that are new to the agreement, and allow for the context to be there, like the context of her being sick or doesn't feel well, or I don't know, she has low blood pressure, so you tell her to take some candy or something. And you offer her to take water whenever she wants and to make herself tea.
Yes.
You get that? And allow yourself to fail, and we have our own conversations, and we're making it work. And if you have regrets and you have also observation that there will be problems, that you will be proven wrong again, and that there is no chance in life to find people that worth working with. It's just a brain fart, and you have deodorant nearby, and it's done.
Yes. Oh, I had another exciting thing about her. She cooked. I asked her if she liked to cook, and she said she loves to cook, and she told me she's Jamaican, and that she said she knows how to cook all kinds of food, and that just let her know what I want to eat, and she'll cook it for me.
Yeah.
So so I could have a nice hot meal at night.
Yeah.
Something that I haven't been having.
Yeah. So you can have, if she comes 3 times a week, one of the times you can allocate to some of it to cooking.
Yes.
Awesome.
Well, I also have a crock pot. So, we could do crock pot, mix crock pot.
Yeah.
And put stuff in the freezer, and then I could pull it out and eat it too on the nights that the days that she's not here.
Yeah.
That way I could have a nice hot meal for dinner.
Mm-hmm. You create it out of nothing. Okay, so stay with the creation. That's what makes a difference. Be kind to where you are and look at the list.
Yes, I'm just so grateful that I found her. I'm just so grateful.
I know you're grateful.
I just hope it works out, but I
What do you
believe
mean
it
you work
will.
it? You don't need to believe or to work out or anything else. Okay? You're
Yeah,
declaring how it's going to be. How it's going to be.
it's going to be good. It's going to be extraordinary.
She will fulfill on everything that you need, and you will fulfill on everything that she needs.
Yes,
You're already doing it. Okay?
yes.
Okay, Jean.
Well, thank you, Zavi.
Thank you. My pleasure. Rock and
I love
roll.
you so much. I love
Yeah.
you.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Mwah,
Bye.
mwah.